What's good, y'all? So in this video, I'm gonna be reacting to Beyonce will make Blue Ivy a star. What about Chloe and Halle? Beyonce proves 50 Cent and critics wrong. What 50 Cent say?
So I have seen clips of the Cowboy Carter first show. I saw clips with Rumi and Blue Ivy and Beyonce doing that like one song. Then I saw Blue Ivy killing it during America Has a Problem. And some other clips, but like I wanted to go. So I started checking tickets, you feel me? Like I was like, okay, if I can't go to Kendrick, I want to go to Beyonce. I checked the tickets for the show closest to me, which is in Maryland. All the way at the top. It's a stadium tour as well. At the top. The farthest away. Those tickets are $500. I don't do that. Not to sound bougie, but I don't want to be far away. If I'm gonna go, then we gonna be there. I went to see Beyonce's Formation um tour in Philly and had floor seats. So I wouldn't go to be all the way at the top. But when you get to the floor seats, those are $800. I was like, all right. Yeah, it is what it is. I guess I ain't going to nothing this year.
Unless I get lucky. Because then to do that and pay for a hotel and like and gas to get like, nah, not too much, but it looked great. Looked amazing. But yeah, let's just get into it, see what you talking about.
Channel. Beyonce kicked off her Cowboy Carter tour in LA, and boy, did she prove the people wrong. They said she wasn't selling. Everybody said
Yes,
Beyonce.
yes. Her and Kendrick, when they was making up them lies about, oh, they not gonna fill it up, oh no, this and that and the third, whatever, whatever. They filled it. They both are filling. Okay.
It wasn't selling. Well, it was a lie.
It looks like all the single ladies are staying home as Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour, it is struggling to sell out.
I think they oversold or were oversold on the idea of a Cowboy Carter tour.
Beyonce may have gone country with her Cowboy Carter era, but it seems her fans aren't exactly lining up for it. With less than 2 weeks to go before opening night in Los Angeles, thousands of seats remain unsold.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
Beyonce's Cowboy Carter.
The fact that they're reporting this on the news when we have so many bigger issues is crazy.
On opening night did amazing, y'all, and I want to talk a little bit more about it, but first I want to talk about, and it was widely reported actually, that her tickets were struggling to sell, and it was largely due to her high ticket prices. But the thing about Beyonce is she's going to sell regardless, because she's always going to be in demand as a performer. And one thing people
Especially after that, after seeing the clips of the show, I do not like the Maryland show. I think is at the end of May or in June or something like that. I don't remember. Um, and there were a lot of tickets left.
But I think people are going to just be financially irresponsible and do what they got to do. Take out credit card loans, use Klarna, all types of stuff. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I'm not putting myself in debt ever. Other than school, that doesn't put me in debt. But unless I have the 800 or ultimately like 1500 plus like with a hotel, food, transportation, all of that. Unless I have that and I'm straight and got money left over, I'm not going. Period. I'm just not. It is what it is. It is what it is. Or somebody wants to buy me a ticket. But other than that, no. If somebody's going and wants a friend, if you want a friend to go with, and just have like a leftover ticket, I'll go with you. Same for the Kendrick concert. Just got a spare ticket laying around. I'm your girl.
Is they don't buy tickets on the site. They actually go in person to buy the tickets. So it's not surprising that she did well in opening night, and she also has several dates that she's doing in
Like,
California.
what are y'all doing up here? What is this even? Why would you be there? Whatever.
SoFi Stadium, and that is a hard venue to pack. So even if she were to only sell out 80%, that's an accomplishment in itself, because a lot of artists aren't doing that. They aren't capable of doing that. But yeah, she did do well on opening night, and it did shut down a lot of critics. One of those critics being 50 Cent. Now, 50 actually reposted this article from TMZ that reported that Beyonce still had thousands of tickets left available. And 50 said in his caption, "Ish getting real out here. Hey, the tickets ain't selling." Now, one thing about 50 Cent is he hates Jay-Z, right? So him coming at Beyonce has nothing to really do with her. It's more so that he does not like her husband. But I still thought that was extremely petty. And 50 needs
Petty, corny, weirdo. He's a grown ass man. Jesus, like, shut up.
to grow up. Now, what's funny
For
is he did
real.
end up deleting that post
Oh,
after seeing
oh.
the huge turnout. He was one of those people who was proven wrong. And from the concert clips that I've seen, I could tell that this will be the tour of the year. It was amazing. The setup was amazing. It was almost 3 hours long. She has like a whole set list of songs that include both Act 1 and Act 2. So she did not abandon her Renaissance songs at all. So
Okay,
it's
I'll
a
plan it now. I'll be going to Act 3. I'll be going to the next Kendrick Lamar concert. Okay? Okay.
And her intermission visuals were also cool too. And that's one thing I appreciate about Beyonce's show is the amount of effort she puts into it. If she wanted to just sing and dance, she could easily.
Yes,
But
this
no, she
outfit, I
likes the
love it.
theatrics. She likes to create themes and make it fun and flashy. It almost seemed like an extravagant Vegas show. Like it was just so over the top, but that's what makes her shows captivating. She always gives you something fresh and new. So yeah, her show looks really, really, really good. One of the highlights of the show was when she brought her baby girl Rumi up there with her
They're
daughter Blue
so
Ivy.
cute. Oh my God, Rumi is adorable. And Blue Ivy is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yes, girl.
Thought that part of the show was just so precious. She was performing Protector, and you could see the excitement on Rumi's face. Like she was so grateful that her mother let her go up on stage. It was the sweetest thing ever. And Beyonce also showed video footage of her son, Sir. For those who are wondering, where is Sir? I think Beyonce wants to protect him and keep him out of the spotlight for her reasons, but she hasn't forgotten about him. And I think she wants to show people
Why would she forget her son? What? I get what she's saying, but it was that just like threw me off. Like, oh, she hasn't forgotten about me. That's her child. What?
that no, she's not hiding her children. She just doesn't need to show them all the time. And that's her
Because y'all
prerogative.
ate the fuck up out of Blue. For what reason? A child? Y'all were making some nasty comments about Blue and her hair and her facial features. And she's only 13 now. So if y'all were making them comments when she was born, a toddler, a child, like y'all, I don't blame her. I don't blame her. Because people are disgusting, and people be so upset with themselves in their lives, grown people, that they have to go and attack children. Like, let's get a grip.
Parent. Now, one child she is going to show off is her daughter, Blue Ivy,
Yes,
because
get it, girl.
when Beyonce retires, she needs somebody to take over the dynasty. So, Beyonce
But can Blue sing? I feel like Blue can dance her ass off, and she has this like elegance about her. It's giving like that she could be. I wouldn't be surprised. Like she could be like a ballerina type of shit, or like a mom.
putting Blue out there. And I will say this,
She's
Blue
tall.
is going to be up next. I
She's
mean, the
gonna eat.
stage is already set for her to take on her mother's
Look
torch.
at her.
You see how she performs. She has gotten
Yep.
so much better. She's so confident. She's dancing and taking command of the stage. And I
Mm.
was thinking to myself, wait a minute, she's becoming
She.
the main character on
Yep.
her mother's own tour.
Model. She's fire. And she's going to be tall. She's 13 and Beyonce's 5'7", and she's I mean, I can't see if she got heels on or not. She looked taller than Beyonce. Like 5'8" maybe at 13. By 16 I'm thinking like 6 foot.
I have a feeling in the future that Beyonce is going to
Oh
really
yes,
take a
girl.
step back and start molding Blue to be a solo
And
star.
she's fire.
When I
Dancer with
saw
her.
some of the
Yes, she
footage from the
fire.
tour, I noticed that Beyonce put a montage of her career, and I was like, This seems a little final. I don't know if she's going to be retiring in the next few years,
I think
or
final
maybe Act
act.
3 is going to be her final
Yes, I
act.
think
Who
so.
knows? But I do have a feeling that she is going to step back and allow Blue Ivy to shine. And I wouldn't be
She's
surprised if
killing
Act
it.
3 included Blue Ivy. If Beyonce did a collaboration album with Blue, it would actually introduce Blue to the world as the next up. You know what I mean? And Blue is still very young. I think she's like 12, 13 years old right now.
Yeah.
So she still has time. I think it would actually be better if they waited until she was 18 before she's really pushed out there. But from the way things look, it seems like they're going to usher her out as a solo star sooner than 18. And we don't know exactly if she could
She
sing or
was
rap or whatever. I don't
hitting,
know her exact skill other than
dancing.
performing and dancing and acting. She knows how to do voice acting. So it would be very interesting if she is training to sing as well. We shall see what happens, but I do think Beyonce is planning to pass Blue her torch. Now, some people might ask,
Isn't
well,
that like risky though? Because I feel like in the like past year, like any icon or great musician, athlete, like see how they doing Bronny James, they up his ass. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. They're really like on him like hard because of who his father is, and let's say Michael Jackson's children, people were looking at them like, okay, even though there's some other things with that, but I'm just saying like when somebody has a child, they're like, and then they are somehow pushed into a professional stratosphere where they're supposed to be like the second. That's Beyonce, bro. Like, so I hope that if she does get pushed to this stardom or whatever, um, other than dancing, that she has her own individuality and they're not always going to compete or compare her to her mom. If that makes sense. I kind of yapped.
Beyonce is putting all this time and energy into Blue, what's happening to her other artists, Chloe and Halle?
I'm just saying time and energy. That's her child. She probably would. Like what? Am I tweaked? That's her. That's I could get it if it was like a different artist, but that's her child. Children. Halle is continuously releasing music. I just reacted to, oh, it's on my Patreon. I reacted to Rather Be Alone with her and Leon. So she's very active. Chloe is the one who, her, it seemed like she kind of just was put on like pause.
Chloe and Halle and just focus on Blue? That is an interesting question because Chloe and Halle haven't really been that musically active. Now, they have been booked and busy in other areas. They have acting roles lined up, so they're good in that area, but musically, things have kind of slowed down for them. And I do
That's
know
not
that Chloe
true.
got caught up in a legal battle with this songwriter, so
She
she
looks really
hasn't been
pretty.
able to really move forward musically. But I still want Chloe and Halle to get back
Body.
together and release another album. But it really just depends on whether their parent label, Columbia Records, is willing to fund their project. And I don't know the
And Halle has another song coming out with Glorilla. I don't know. Their album together though was fire. Fire. I kind of questioned why they would split up, but maybe now that I'm like looking back on both of them and their style, and I do listen to a lot of like Halle songs, they just have a very different style. Like when I'm hearing it and the what they choose to do independently, like two complete like polar opposite sounds, if I'm being honest.
that Beyonce and her company Parkwood have for them, but I do know Beyonce definitely has her eyes on her daughter, Blue Ivy. And if Blue Ivy ever becomes an artist, I think Beyonce is going to put a lot of investment into her. I think they're going to set her up to really take over Beyonce's lane when she retires. Now, I could be wrong. I could be very wrong, but that's what it's looking like, at least to me. But anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. And also, I do want to once again thank Scentbird for
Um, all right, so like I said, very upset that the tickets are as expensive as they are because I wanted to go. I wanted to go after I saw them clips because initially I was like, I never really heard the album in full. there are songs that I have heard and I like them. Like I play spaghetti pretty often. Um, but you know, I wasn't just not really into like country music. I just supported her. I just got a ride for mine type of thing. Um, but then when I saw these clips, I was like, wait, hold on. Hold on. I would go to Kendrick before I go to her for the main reason being price. Like you get close and spend freaking 500, $600 at Kendrick. You for that, you all the way at the top where them people was that I know they can't see a damn. I know they can't see a damn thing. And I just don't want to do that. Okay, so that's just me. But yeah, Blue is killing it. Um, if you're going to the show, I'm jealous and I hope you have a great time. Anyways, y'all tell me what you think. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, and I'll see you on the next one.